Beginning your career as an instructor has its share of positive and negative experiences. However, your job as an intern or student teacher is to take these experiences, combine them with your coursework, and create a teaching style that is truly unique. Use this series of instructional videos as your guide to a successful beginning to your field placement, and to becoming a more productive member of your cooperating classroom. This series consists of 6 videos that break down the introductory process to relieve anxiety and increase performance. Good luck! Chapter 3. Meeting your cooperating teacher. Here's a list of what to do when meeting your cooperating teacher. Explain Seton Hall's intern and student teaching requirements. Discuss how you will conduct yourself and interact professionally. Speak with your cooperating teacher about a mixture of observation and active participation. Show interest in taking part in professional or parent meetings. Discuss the absence procedure of both the field office and cooperating school. And finally, take time to talk about your days and hours, ensuring consistency. Ask if using classroom resources for your work is permitted, or if there are limitations. Refresh your cooperating teacher about required observations and when you will be teaching a lesson. State what you feel is unique about you and what you bring to the table. Discuss where you will locate yourself in the room. And finally, ask where an appropriate place to put your belongings is, such as your coat, your lunch, and your wallet. Let's see this in action.
This is John.
John, very nice to meet you.
I shared with you that he was coming today, so I met with him briefly downstairs, and I went over the sign in and sign out, so he knows that. And I called him when he went downstairs. I figured you were up here.
I was just getting myself ready, waiting for the children.
And so I told him the rest is really between the two of you.
Good.
And that is scheduling, you know. But that it be consistent, if it's going to be on a Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever.
Perfect.
You know, that kind of thing.
Good.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Again, a pleasure and welcome. Okay.
Thank you, sister.
Welcome.
John, you want to have a seat here?
Sure.
You can talk a little bit about...
Absolutely.
So you're from Seton Hall?
Yes, I am. It's my first experience out in the field, so I'm very excited.
I've had student teachers before and student interns, but I've never had anyone from Seton Hall.
Oh, okay.
So this is going to be a treat for me to have a Seton Hall student. And I've had others here, but I need to let you know that schools all have different behavior requirements, assignments, etc. So I need you to familiarize me with Seton Hall's expectation, because I've had other schools, but not Seton Hall. So tell me a little bit about what the school has told you to do while you're here.
In my methods course that I'm in right now, just because it's my first field experience, and I just got done doing some experience with some tutoring. They've explained to us is that it is whatever we're going to make it.
Perfect.
So I'm required to be a little bit upfront with you about what my unique skills are working with the kids and what experience I've already had, and then we can kind of meet each other halfway.
Good, good. This is a 3rd grade,
Okay.
and we have quite a diverse group of students, which you'll find out early on. I need for you to get as involved as possible in the classroom setting. Sometimes I'll give you a cue or a lead. Other times I'll take my lead from you. I'll look to see how involved you are, where you're standing, where you're sitting. I will be looking to each other. I'm hoping that we can co-teach to
That's
some extent.
perfect.
Otherwise, it's going to be very boring for you. However, in the beginning, I do understand and expect that you will be observing. So I would recommend that you get a little notebook and start to write down anything that strikes you as relevant, interesting, or maybe something you would never want to do. That maybe I might say or do. You say, why did she do that? I wonder what that means. I'm going to be doing things that I'm familiar with, but I might forget to bring you into the mix. So I want you to ask me questions. Why do they do this? Or how come this happens here? And I appreciate that. That'll make you more valuable to me, and this experience will be very valuable for you.
That was one of the things, sorry to interrupt you, that was one of the things that I was worried about, was if I was going to just be sitting in the back, just waiting for your cue, or that we would be able to work together, and that makes me a little bit less nervous about my first experience.
I'm so pleased. You know, in the past, I've had students come who really didn't understand what their role was. And I'm so busy right now at the beginning of the year getting my children settled that I'm not able to give you as much attention that you might want. So I need for you to pull me into your mix a little bit too. I expect you to be comfortable reaching out to me. I'll do the best I can to engage you, but there'll be many times when I'm so busy doing other things, just the paperwork involved, all of these confidential forms, all of these other bits of papers that I have to, you know, sort, etc. Maybe you would like to help me with that.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to ask you about too, is that aside from managing some of the behaviors in the class and being involved with activities and assignments, that anytime there's a meeting with parents or a meeting with other teachers, I would really appreciate it if I could come along and just kind of observe what's going on. I don't have to be involved, but I could just kind of use those as learning experiences.
I do want to stress, though, the confidentiality. Okay. I'm going to bring you in as a professional and treat you as a coworker, as a colleague, but know that anything that you see or read or look at is in the strictest sense of confidentiality, and there may be times that I may not be able to bring you in on something. Don't be offended or hurt. It has nothing to do with your talent or my impression of your ability. I just want to make sure that you're comfortable with that as well.
Sure.
Maybe we can exchange phone numbers.
That's
perfect.
Are
you comfortable with that?
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
I need for you to call me if there's something going on, if there's something that you need to let me know, and I want to feel that I can do that for you as well.
Okay. I also don't want to, if there's an inconvenient time where I shouldn't call you, is there a good time of day other than when you're in the classroom? Because I know it's a long day of school. Is there a convenient time, maybe after hours, to give you a call?
Right after school is good. Because then by the time I get home and take care of my personal life, that's probably good. But I'm always available if you need to call me, you know, on the weekend, etc. Especially if it's related to something that's going on in school. You know, I want you to co-teach with me, even though you're not of that level yet. I think you have the potential, and this is the best time to get started. If you just sat here and observed, it would be the most meaningless, boring experience. So you get up and you go around and you do what you need to do. Also, you may notice around the room that I have a lot of things that are mysterious looking, like shelves with different books and different labels on things. Feel comfortable to snoop a little bit and look at those things.
Okay.
But just check with me first,
right,
just to make sure. But I want you to see what is in the classroom, what are my supplemental materials, and where do I get my ideas.
Okay.
John, do you have an assignment for Seton Hall? Do you have something you have to do?
We actually do have to teach one lesson where our supervisor will come in and observe us teach a lesson to the students. But I think that's something that we should probably iron out the date right now or in the near future, so that I'm gradually preparing myself to kind of take the lead in the class rather than just jump right into it, which is what you were laying out.
I actually would like you to do a couple of lessons.
Sure.
I think that would be, in fact, even before your supervisor gets here, try one or two things. Small group. Just try them. And then maybe I can help critique them for you and give you some pointers, you know, maybe ways in which to perfect them a little bit more. I'd like to meet with your supervisor, so let him know or her know that, you know, I can't wait, that she's welcome here. So that's a good experience as well. Is there anything else that you can think of at this time?
No, the only other thing I wanted to let you know of was that I have had experience coaching kind of on the same level and same grade level that these kids are. So if there's a time where I'm to step in to manage some behaviors,
right,
would that be something you'd be okay with me doing, given that I understand how you conduct your classroom as well?
You observe my style, but I want to be open to new ideas and new energy. So I'm looking to you to bring some vision into this class. I've been teaching a while, and even though I feel like I do know what I'm doing, there's always an opportunity for me to learn, and I learn from the young people that bring these ideas to our school. So we should work collaboratively in partnership.
Okay.
Okay?
That's perfect.
So I'll see you. Sisters arranged a schedule for you. I need to make sure that you will be here on the days that you state you're coming. Should anything happen that you can't be here, just let me know.
Okay.
I stressed confidentiality, making sure, because you will be coming into information that maybe should not be going out to the public. I like very much how you're dressed, very professionally.
Thank you.
So maintain that level, even though you may see other people not as tired as you are. You're always looking for a job. You never know. Excellent, excellent. John, thanks so much. Looking forward to seeing you.
Here's what not to do when meeting your cooperating teacher. Don't forget to include your field or methods course requirements. Don't display an aversion to parent or professional meetings. Don't attempt to be vague about your required hours or your commitment to the school. Don't take classroom resources, books, or binders without your teacher's permission. Don't isolate yourself from the school environment. Don't make light of poor punctuality or preparedness. Don't think that observing for the entire length of your placement is enough. And finally, don't display an unwillingness to collaborate. A special thanks to Aquinas Academy, Sister Lena Pasillo, and Ms. Gloria Castucci for all their help being our principal and our cooperating teacher in this video. We hope that you've enjoyed this video, and good luck in your future field placements.